Patriotic comrades, Andrew Holness is fighting Mark Golding on the outside. But what if I told you the real war is inside the JLP itself? By the end of this video, you will see how cracks within Holness's own party could be the weapon that hands Golding the keys to Jamaica House. Here's the setup. Holness is under fire publicly for dodging Golding on constitutional reform. But behind closed doors, whispers are turning into shouts. JLP insiders are questioning his strategy, his leadership style, and even his ability to carry the party into the next general election. Patriotic comrades, remember the JLP image has already been battered. Corruption allegations, scandals, and Holness's awkward handling of the Integrity Commission reports. Now add internal rifts. That's political TNT. It's like Holness is trying to play referee in a football match, but his own team is tackling him from behind. Who inside the JLP is actually pushing back against Holness? Let's dig deeper. Senior figures inside the JLP, the ones Holness depends on to look unified, are reportedly unhappy. Some want tougher stance against Golding. Others believe Holness has been too slow, too cautious. And then there's the constitutional reform issue. Same JLP members don't want the fight at all. They're worried it's a losing battle and that pushing the Republic debate too hard could backfire. Meanwhile, Golding is standing tall, looking like the leader with vision, calling for both the King and the Privy Council to be removed in one strike. Holness, on the other hand, looks indecisive. And in politics, indecisive leaders bleed support fast. Right now, Holness is like a Wi-Fi signal, weak, dropping out, and frustrating everyone around him. Could Holness actually face a leadership challenge from within the JLP? Stay tuned to find out. Patriotic comrades, here's where it gets nuclear. If Holness loses control of the Republic narrative, if the JLP fractures, and if Golding continues positioning himself as the stable statesman, then the next election could tilt dramatically. Holness isn't just fighting Golding anymore. He's fighting his own party's doubts. And that's the kind of battle no leader wants to fight. Patriotic comrades, think about it. Scandals eating away outside, rebellion brewing inside. It's the perfect storm. Golding doesn't even have to attack directly. He just has to watch Holness implode under pressure. What happens if JLP insiders start floating replacement leaders? Who could step up to replace him? Here's a summary of the highlights and the key points. Let's recap the firestorm. Holness versus Golding over reform. Bad enough. But JLP insiders are restless, questioning Holness's leadership. The Republic debate is splitting the party. Should they push hard or back off? Golding is looking stronger, calmer, and more in control. And Holness, he's starting to look like a prime minister under siege, not just from the opposition, but from his own people. So, patriotic comrades, is Andrew Holness about to face a civil war inside the JLP? Or will he somehow pull his party back together before the next big showdown with Golding? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is Holness cracking under pressure, or can he still rally the JLP? And make sure you subscribe, because in my next video we will dive deep into the names being whispered as possible replacements for Holness. Trust me, when you hear the names, you'll realize the JLP may already be preparing for life after Holness. So, patriotic comrades, based on high-level intel coming from in the JLP political circles, is that the only reason why the party present a fake united front is because they are winning and they are in power. But a lot of them within the party do not support or like the party leader, Andrew Holness. So make we use the backstory to give additional context and background where this all started from. Who remember when Warmington said he was the one that was defending and protecting Andrew Holness from the Vipers? Yes, that was the statement where Warmington did make after Andrew did fire him.
I have no regrets to have worked for Andrew Holness then. I have none at all, because I don't regret anything I do. I have no regrets having worked for him then, help him, you can even say protect him then against the Vipers. I have no regrets. But the issue is, the question is, will I do it again?
So now, guess what? They said Vipers them never gone away. They are still there, and they are still circling a look for any weakness, because everybody happy with his leadership or his style of leadership. This riff all started way back when Adley Shaw decided to challenge Andrew Holness, and the party was divided. So when Adley Shaw challenged him, it was because Adley Shaw had the support of people within the JLP party where did not like or support Andrew Holness, and those said people wanted to get rid of Andrew Holness as party leader from back then. Had the party been united and Holness had a unanimous support, when Adley Shaw did push up himself challenge Holness, no one would have supported Adley Shaw if Holness had a unanimous support in the party. But that wasn't the case. The party was split, and Adley Shaw had his strong backing and support. Remember saying in that said runoff election between Andrew Holness and Amana Yard Adley Shaw, the allegations and accusation was that a thief the election from Adley Shaw. Remember, that was a big rumor when it come out about 2 years ago, and I say yes, a thief the election from Adley Shaw as well. So we are talking about people when known for stealing and thief elections. Now, the only reason why the party presented this united front so far, why they don't rip them one another to pieces and shreds, is because they are winning. And as long as Holness continue to win, he is alright for now. But the moment the gravy train stops, Holness himself knows they will be coming for him. But the moment he lose, the vultures will circle and the Vipers them are go come for him. So a election defeat by a Mark Jefferson Golding in the last general election will take place would automatically equal his political demise as JLP party leader. So had Holness lost against Paul Buchanan, or if the runoff between Holness and Comrade Paul Buchanan was voided in the election court, then there would have to be a re-election. And if Holness lose that re-election against Paul Buchanan, the Vipers them did all come for him and replace him as party leader, because you have to be a member of parliament to be the prime minister. So when we see Comrade Paul Buchanan's request to challenge all the irregularities that take place on September 3rd get rejected by the constituted authority, Holness had a big sigh of relief because he knows that I keep the vipers and the vultures at bay, because they are always circling a look a weakness and a weak point for pounds. I'm telling you already, Chris Tufton want be party leader and prime minister. Him and Andrew and a friend. So even when you see Tufton them come out and support Andrew Holness, it is for the greater good of the party. And like them really like them one another RC eye to eye behind the scenes, but they are winning. So them have to present a fake united front. And everything makes sense. This is why you see Holness did introduce the undated signed resignation letters to try maintain or force a unanimous support. Because if you can force the people them when I like you to support you, then you don't have to worry about them again. You can go to your bed and sleep peacefully and comfortable at night time without worrying about the vultures and vipers in your party where want to replace you when I like you. So there's a lot going on in the JLP where you now come a road like that. But the rumors are circulating, and Warmington demonstrated that recently when you see him taking oath of allegiance and swearing oath of allegiance to his constituency. Warmington will get the highest vote in the September 3rd, 2025 general election. Broke protocol and end up sit down inside a garden house before all in JLP colleagues them, and that is not the traditional protocol. All of them to walk from Bustamante Industrial Trade Union down to garden house together, and him in there sit down and wait upon them. So there are turmoil and chaos in the JLP. As me say, because them a win, it's not obvious. The perfect example of this, when rich people take coke, when rich people take diet coke on a daily as a habitual thing, you cannot tell because they have their money, and their money make them able to take care of themselves and eat good. But when the poor man or poor woman, I take diet coke, you can't always tell because the poor always pop down and maga down because them not have the money to maintain the Coca-Cola lifestyle. Them hardly eat because as they get a little thing, them take it go buy diet Coca-Cola. So them ever look pop down suck out and maga. So that is why you cannot tell so there is infighting in the JLP because they are winning. When we look on Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding, who has the unanimous support and backing of the People's National Party, there is a big difference. No one challenged Mark Jefferson Golding for party leadership after the election was stolen from us. Nobody never challenged him to say, oh, well, you never do this, so here we are. I feel like I'm a party leader. That never happened. So patriotic comrades, here's the thing. We can always draw back on historical, factual references, historical receipts. Remember when Holness went up against Portia Simpson Miller, right after he took over from Bruce Golding, he lost in the very next election against the most honorable Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller. And them come for him from back then. He did not have the unanimous support of the backing from people within the party. 10 of them voted in a no confidence vote and said he fell left and stepped down as party leader. 10 of them voted in his favor, and his vote was the tie-breaking deciding factor. So him vote end up saving himself. So them 10 there, whenever support him from morning, still not gonna like him and support him at evening. That's the reality within the JLP. And it was because of how he got to party leader. It was never based on any form of merit or accolades or political achievements. So how he did get it in the first place, why nothing in the party never did support him, then they say, you don't deserve it, you don't earn, you never work for it. So apparently, based on the rumors, Holness have never been the most popular or the most liked or the most supported person in the Jamaica Labour Party from day one. So Holness end up a face one whole heap of backlash from inside the JLP. So patriotic comrades, stick around for part 2, and the title of that video will be If Holness Steps Down, Who Replaces Him? My next video exposes the 5 secret names. So patriotic comrades, stick around for part 2. Holness' position as JLP party leader has always been hanging by a thin political thread. His political career as party leader has always been on political life support. At any moment, they can pull a plug on him and say, we want you to come down now as party leader. We need you to step down now. Other people in the party with political ambitions and aspirations, we want the party leader and prime minister, and we need a change. So when Holness talk about this 4th term, and I talk about he feel like he could have do 7 more elections, him only a rob the people them in the party we can't wait for him step down so them can take for them turn for be party leader. You are talk about you can do 7 more elections. So to the other people them in the party we have goals, dreams and political aspirations to be prime minister one day. So what them for do? Wait one next 20 more years till you can't go no further. That the time that them all angry and wash out too, and them all and wash out and don't get to become party leader and prime minister, you are tell them to wait upon you till you feel good and ready. Me I tell you, the JLP are going to implode upon themselves. The people them in the party, when I like him, I go come for him eventually and it start already. That's why there should be term limits. No prime minister should do more than 2 terms. After in 2 terms, he have to step down. Even when he win the election, he have to step down. So the Holness dynasty, what them I try create within the Labour Party, the one them wanna support Andrew, they are not with it. They will not have it all. So as I say, it's a fake united party. It's a fake front. Them are present to the Jamaican people and to the media. So Holness is heavily dependent on the people that wanna like him to present this facade of a unified party. But the cracks start showing. So patriotic comrades, the same people them in the party where don't like Andrew Holness are the same people them where Holness depend upon to create this fake unified front. And the same people them when I like him, they are the ones that are unhappy with him. But them him depend upon to create the fake united party. The people them wanna like him, yes. So you really think it's a coincidence, you see, in drawback for Andrew Wheatley, a Bobby Montague, and a Dalrymple Filbert? You think that a mistake? He is surrounding himself with loyalists, with the people them we can trust, the people them we might go need for having back. Because he is aware of the enemies within in camp, the vipers within in party. He know who them be. But because he need then said enemy and vipers there to put up the fake united party, he can't diss them, he can't talk to them no way because what? He need them. Because me I wonder why he make Christopherton keep the health minister portfolio, the health ministry. Why he making remain as the health minister when Tufton, in my opinion, is the worst health minister in the history of Jamaica. Tufton should have been removed as health minister because too much scandal they over Tufton head. But as me say, you have to try appease the vipers, the enemies, the people that wanna like you. You have to play nice with them because you need them, because them have their own support and backing in the party, and you want them we are back him, and they want them when I back you and I like you. I saw a dirty game of politics player. Patriotic comrades, stick around for part 2 because we are going to disclose the potential leaders who allegedly already conspire against Holness. Not even JLP vloggers and JLP supporters are aware of this will take place in a Fidem party. And even if they do know, and like them are gonna come out, come air out then dirty laundry and say, oh, breaking news, this a going in a me party, this a going in a the JLP. Them not come out, come talk, even if them might have a slight idea, say this a going. No, but we know say all is not well. We know we not crumble upon ourselves. We know. So say Holness do manage to win this 4th term where they already say a load because they are so full of themselves and overly confident because them thief the last election will take place on September 3rd, 2025. Them confidence said them are going to thief the 4th term as well. Hence you see them at about 4th term loading. So say them successfully thief that 4th term election. Zin, I don't think they will allow Holness to take a 5th term. Cause now he will get too greedy. And as me say, people in the party will have their own ambitions. Them want to be prime minister too. Them want to go down in the history. They say, oh, former prime minister was so and so. Yes, when y'all list the former prime ministers, them want for them name for call too. Them no want only be minister of this or minister of that. No, the ones them will want to be party leader at them Holness are going to have the problem with it. If he decides to more get greedy and want to talk about 5th term, you see all the JLP have a run with, you know. I just PR. A PR make people feel like the things are going on in the country. Only thing they good pan, they are expert at PR and media manipulation. Spreading lies and propaganda through PR. That's all JLP good pan. If it is economic growth, you don't have nothing for brag or boast offer. Holness in a poor 2 term and the country only grow by 1% in a 10 years. So we wanna have a brag and a boast offer because it's not economic growth, it's not economic development. And you can't blame COVID. Say that make the economy no grow because Barbados them still a grow. Bahamas them still a grow. Dominican Republic them still a grow. St. Vincent them still a grow. Bahamas them still a grow. And for them growth, they're far ahead of Jamaica's economic growth. The differences between those countries that me just list out a while ago is leadership. All of them countries there where the economy a grow have good leadership and way less corruption and corrupt leaders, way less corrupt politicians. That's why the economy a grow. So you can't blame COVID, you can't come with no dunce argument round here. We wanna have a brag and a hype over that me want know. You not talk about you win 3rd term, you thief a 3rd term. Make me repeat it again cause me not stop saying it cause you not have nothing to win a 3rd term offer. So you did happy thief the 3rd term. You make sure say you block Comrade Paul Buchanan from going to the election court. How you mean if Holness losing seat? Of course Holness losing seat. Why you think they reject Comrade Paul Buchanan from taking the case to the election court and say, oh, them not see no strong enough reason to void the election? But that was block. I block them, block that. Only thing we wanna have to brag and boast offer is just rampant political corruption, be a thiefing. That's all on the depend. Uno thief left, right, and center. All on have to brag and boast offer is just thiefing. All on good for a thief. So we wanna have a stand pan. We wanna really have a stand pan when we strip down all of the PR publicity stunt. Wanna good pan. We wanna have no substance behind on, you know. No substance. If the JLP did full of bright people and did have intelligent people, then the economy would not grow. Why is the economy not growing? Why wanna stuck at 1%? 1% economic growth for 2 consecutive terms. World Bank say Jamaica economy did not grow by 2% this year. It still not happen. We in our last quarter. Now to add insult to economic stagnation, injury under this Holness administration. Remember the Prime Minister promised said the economy was going to grow by 5% in 4 years. You see me? 5 in 4. I'll know. 10 years, 2 consecutive term, economy only grow by 1%. We not do no dunce reasoning. We won't have to brag and show off and hype over cause it's not economic growth. If your economy not grow, you don't have nothing to talk about. Jamaica is next to Haiti. You are dunce and illiterate for your brag about 4-term loading when you don't have no economic growth for sure. For say yes, you know, your leader deserve a 3rd term or a 4th term. And that make you say he deserve a 3rd term, you know, based on merit, you know. It just based on pure uninformed voters. We are make uninformed and unintelligent decisions. Because if you were a critical thinker and you had the datas and you know the numbers, you don't know say nothing did they get a 3rd term for. Nothing did they even get a 4th term for. Them continuously underspend on key infrastructures when needed to grow the economy and push the country forward. 3 consecutive years they have underspent on building the country's economy and developing the country's economy. 3 years they underspend. So we don't have to brag and boast off. We don't reason dunce and illiterate. We don't come a brag about 4-term loading. Me know no dunce. Where the JLP have a stand pan, which solid foundation they have a stand pan for claims that they deserve a 3rd term. We don't have nothing to earn a 3rd term, that's why we no teefy. We no confidently a brag about a 4th term. Because we no plan for teeth that too. Because that's the only way we can win election, boy. We no can win one election fair and square against Mark Jefferson Golding and the PNP. How uno fi beat we in our fair election? Uno have a teefy, uno never have nothing to win the 3rd term. Mark Golding had and still have the better manifesto. We fool no manifesto there. I'll know me no know nothing on the manifesto. Because uno no have nothing in there we stand out. Nothing, zero. So big up my patriotic comrades. 1 Marky G, 1 Team PMP. Red Wave up and active. The message is love. 1 love Jamaica.